basically Threesome the movie. Making this list was way harder than I thought it was going to be, especially for my 1, 2, 3, and 4, my top four. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think I enjoyed a lot of movies in this year that much. Well, at the beginning of the year, I had the movie and I was like, yeah, this is my best movie. But then as the year kept going on, I kept going on, I was like, well. So I'm very, very surprised. Like a lot of people did say that 2024 didn't have a lot of good movies. To me, it did. And okay, I'm counting. It has to be the movies that came out from last year, from December 14th. So that was when I posted. I did the top movies of the year 2023 till now. Like if it came out then, so till the 24th of December 2024. So some of the movies that won't be on this list, that will maybe be on next year's list, are movies like The Brutalist, movies like the Bob Dylan movie with Timothée Chalamet, what's the name, Mufasa, Sonic 3. They won't be in either the best or the worst, because as of when I was recording this video, recording on the 23rd of December 2024, I haven't watched it, and like they've not yet like been out like everywhere, so they are not going to come in this list, but they might come in 2025's list. Just trying to explain how it works, because some people might be expecting to see it, but unfortunately no. So but this show had a lot of good movies, and movies that shook the box office. Movies that, but what I noticed when I made my list is most of the movies here are movies that touched my soul. Like they made me feel things. So, but this is my top 10 list. But as usual, before I get to top 10, I just have to give a shout out to some of the movies that they were unfortunately not in the top 10, but they were so close. So close. The first is Challengers. Yeah, I know. Challengers, I really enjoy Challengers. Mainly because of Zendaya and Luca Guadagnino. Then I was very surprised because I enjoyed Mike Feist and Josh O'Connor's performance. It was just a really good performance, and particularly with the direction, especially when they were playing tennis, it was a really, really good thing. And it's one of the the movies of the year, like the movies that once you call 2024, it's gonna get you to that movie. It's basically Threesome the movie. It's basically Threesome the movie, and it's really, really good show, especially the directing and the costuming. I love the costuming and how vibrant it was. Every single color popped. It just pops. The next is Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, the reason why it didn't enter this list is that, sincerely speaking, Deadpool and Wolverine is a mid movie. It was mid. It wasn't bad, but it was mid. But when, as a fan, it was a love letter to the fans. It made me feel what No Way Home made me feel. No Way Home was also mid. But when I finished watching it, I was like, oh my god, this is so, like, I love that about it. I'm not saying that it was a bad movie, but and the mid, I'm not saying like just medium. It wasn't it wasn't as spectacular as everyone is saying that it is, but it's still a very good movie. And the last shout out is Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus I don't really like horror. I'm not a horror fan. But Alien Romulus was a horror that I could get behind. And it made me an Alien fan. It made me an Alien fan. Now for my top 10, my 10th is Transformers 1. Transformers 1 is one of the best animated shows of the year. And I don't know why people just look down on it. It doesn't have the money that Inside Out 2 has. Neither does it have the prestige that the Wild Robot has. I'm so sad. I'm so sad about that. But it's an animation that, like, the animation style was very good. I mean, kind of iffy at points, but the animation style was also very good, and the voice acting. The voice acting is one of the best I've seen. One of the best I've seen ever. It was really, really good. Number 9 is Inside Out 2. I know, it is so low down. Yes, it is so low down. That tells you what is on top. Inside Out 2 is a phenomenal movie. Is a phenomenal movie, and the reason why it edges out Transformers 1 is because of this show and this movie. Sorry, and it's an animation, so it's garnered for kids. It's a movie. It's a movie that shows you, like, tells you about your inner feelings, like feelings that you don't want to talk about, feelings that are very complex feelings. He found a way to explain complex feelings, especially feelings that usually is adults that feel this. I mean, kids do, but it's let them. But I mean, kids do feel these feelings. But I like the fact that it's a kind of explained it, like told kids that it's okay to be anxious, it's okay to be jealous, it's okay to be scared. I really love this show so much. I really love this movie so much. I don't know how I'm making this mistake. I really love Inside Out 2 so much, more than I thought I was going to like it. It's a movie that resonates with everyone. A really, really good movie. Number 8 is Sing Sing. Now, Sing Sing basically kind of like came out. It's weird that it's kind of like it's not a 2023 movie, or it's also a 2024 movie. So, but it is, for my list, for the purpose of my list, it is a 2024 movie. And Sing Sing, just like I said, that most of the movies here are movies that made me feel. Sing Sing made me feel. I shed a tear. Just one. At the end, the others made me share. I bawled for the others, but Sing Sing made me shed a tear. It made me, like, it was a movie, like, after all you watch this movie, you're just going to feel. The only thing I can say I didn't like about Sing Sing is the color grading in it. It was orange. It was way too orange. That was the thing I didn't like about it. But every other thing liked it, but it just felt way too orange. And I just have to give a shout out to Coleman Domingo. Yeah, thank God. Coleman Domingo. I just want to give a shout out to that. He's a really good actor. He's a phenomenal actor. That monologue he gave when he broke down. That's my spoiler. But that monologue he gave when he broke down, I was mesmerized. Totally mesmerized. It's an amazing show. Movie. Number 7 is The Wild Robot. I know, is it this slow? Yes, it's this slow. But The Wild Robot is my best animated. There are no more animated movies in this list again. It's my best animated movie of the year. When I finished watching The Wild Robot, I was like, I don't know how to explain what I felt, but it's a show about family, a show about motherhood. That a mother, anything can be a mother. A robot, Wild Robot, can be a mother, and just like I said before in Transformers 1, the animation, the voice acting was so good. And I'm now going to talk about the animation. The animation is probably one of the best animation. I think that's the best animation of the year. The animation style it was incredible, and the story, the voice acting, the cinematography. I just can't say enough about this show. And it's about a robot basically a wild robot that fell into the forest and basically adopted a bird. Basically adopted a bird. I did react to it, so I poured out all my love in my reactions. I don't want to go into it more. Such a good movie. My 6th is Anora. I'm going to say something. When I was one of the first people that watched the trailer of Anora when it came out months ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I wrote it off. And even when people started being crazy about Anora, I was like, what? Anora? What? About prostitute? What? A realistic pretty woman? What? But when I watched Anora, especially that ending scene, I was even like asking when they're like Mikey Day or Mickey Day. Sorry, Mickey Madison deserves an Oscar for. I was like, I beg her, sit down. But after I watched it, I was like, Mickey Madison really does deserve it. I mean, not that she deserves it, but she should be nominated. Her acting was just, it was so crazy. But what I loved the most about Anora, apart from the fact of her acting and the direction, and it was very, very funny. It was surprisingly really funny, especially when she was fighting them, and that scene was just very funny. But that's not what like drew me in was that it is very human. It felt very real. It was as if I was watching my sister, like not my actual sister, but like a sister of mine going through this. It just, and like people I knew. It didn't feel as if I was watching a movie. It felt as if I was watching not like a documentary, but like real life. So there was something human about it, and I think that resonates. I think that was what resonated with so many people about this Anora, because Anora was a really, really good movie. Number 5 is Maria. This is one that I shed tears. Angelina Jolie is, God, she's a goddess. This is a master class in acting. That is what she gave. And when this movie was over, I just had to go and research on Maria Callas, and I was shocked. I was so enamored with her life. Really, she's the first diva. I was enamored with her life and her voice. Angelina Jolie, what she did with Maria, I don't think it's been long since I felt, actually not that long, because I watched Wicked, and Wicked is in this list. It was just, I don't know the words to use to explain it. Like Angelina Jolie, she owned this character. When she sang, the way she moved, the way she spoke, especially that line. I can't get that line off my head. I'm in the mood of adulation. Goosebumps! That ending scene, the ending song before she finally croaked. I'm sorry if it's spoiler, but I mean, Pablo Larraín, the man. I can't say more again, but it was just a beautiful movie. It was a well put together movie, and the acting of Angelina Jolie just took it over the edge for me personally. Number 4 is The Piano Lesson. The Piano Lesson was another masterclass in acting. It was as if I was watching a play. It was like watching a play on the screen. I mean, most of the scenes were long, were really long, but you notice it because of the writing. The way Malcolm Washington, who is the son, I didn't know that, the son of Denzel Washington, the way he directed it and the way he wrote it, you won't know that this is good. That you won't feel that the scene went way too long. It was like watching a play. It was like really, really good. Malcolm Washington is a star in the making. The guy can write and he can direct. And I never really saw the hype about John David Washington, because most of the seasons I'm like, meh. But this movie made me feel, now this is Denzel's son. I didn't watch BlacKkKlansman, so this is Denzel's son. Everybody, and the acting was just, this is the masterclass in acting. Masterclass in acting. Everybody played their role to perfection, and they all deserve to be nominated. It was just a perfect movie. Malcolm Washington, he's the standout. His directing and his writing, standout. Pure standout. An amazing movie that everybody needs to watch. Number 3 is Wicked. The only reason why Wicked is not my best movie of the year is because there are 2 movies that are just too good not to be 1 and 2. But Wicked, when I finished watching Wicked, I didn't even like I never watched the Broadway. Never watched it. I don't even know what Wicked is about. When I finished watching the Wicked, when you watch, especially if you've never watched the Broadway and you watch Wicked for the first time, you will go out a fan. This Wicked was, I cannot explain, I cannot quantify how amazing Wicked was. I'm not a big musical fan. I don't like musicals. But Wicked, I loved Wicked. This is number 3 on my list. And Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. A lot of people praise Ariana Grande and more or less neglect Cynthia Erivo. So I'm not going to like pray. I'm just going to say Ariana Grande did a very good job. I'm not surprised. I knew she was a good actress. But I just want to say Cynthia Erivo, she's the one I'm keeping on my praise on. Cynthia Erivo, what she did with Elphaba, I've never seen it done before. Elphaba is a fictional character. And what she did with Elphaba, especially Defying Gravity, when she did Defying Gravity, oh my god. I don't want to cry again because it resonated with me. I really don't want to like talk about like, I don't want to say how it did because it's kind of personal. But it resonated with me. Like Defying Gravity, the end. Cynthia Erivo, she's probably not going to see this. I just want to say thank you. You captured how somebody that has been trapped for a long time, being free, being open to be. Oh my god, I don't want to waste too much time talking about Wicked because I still have 2 more. But Wicked was just, it is an amazing movie. It is such a good movie. And number 2 is Conclave. I don't like boring dramas that drag too long, especially if they're not like biographical dramas. But Conclave had made me start researching about the Holy See. I started researching the Holy See and if what is it? Conclave. Sorry, Conclave was a really good movie. It's a drama that you don't even notice it's going. But you are like, has it finished? I want more. Please, what happened next? That's how Conclave made me feel. It was a really well put together movie. Everything was just perfect. But the standout is Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes was the standout of this movie. Standout, just a perfect movie. And the writing was also not bad, but the writing specifically was something I put like something that like the screenplay was just amazing. Amazing. It needs to be studied. Because what you think, what happened, it's kind of predictable. But there's a twist at that ending and you will never predict that twist. And I hope nobody spoils that twist for you because they didn't spoil the twist for me. Which is why I enjoyed it. You kind of predict it. But that twist just makes it perfect. And the best, number 1, the best movie of the year, which is also something I'm going to categorically say, it's going to be very hard for you to find someone that's going to disagree about the best movie of the year is Dune Part 2. Dune Part 2 is perfect on every single angle. Every angle. From the writing, from the screenplay, to the production design, the sets, the costumes, the sound, the cinematography, the acting, the directing. Perfect. On all angles. Perfect. Dune is a masterclass of a movie. Dune is one of the best movies that has come out in the past 10 years. That is how good Dune is. Part 2. I love Part 1, kind of, but Part 2 made me a monumental fan. Denis Villeneuve, I cannot wait to see what he does with the next Dune. Dune was such a good movie. And this comes to the end of my top 10 best movies of 2024. I'd like to know your own thoughts, you can leave a comment on your own thoughts, and if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, what are your own rankings? Which are you removing? Which are you adding? And like, subscribe, share. I hope you guys enjoyed the rankings, and I'll see you guys on the next one.